Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cox Softball Complex for today's matchup between CMU Softball and the Mount Mercy Mustangs. We're going to start off with lineups through our PA out here, and then he is going to play the national anthem. So I'll let that play for you all, and I'm going to throw some graphics up so you can see who's coming up to bat on their lineups.
Batting cleanup, playing second base, number 14, Healy Yotoski. Batting fifth, the DP, number 13, Allie Huston. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 0, Annika Pennington. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 2, Natalie Tecklenburg. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 36, Abby Smith. Batting ninth, playing first base, number 14, Raquel Trollier. And in the circle for the Mustangs, number 38, Callie Minger. The Mustangs are led by head coach Larry Yoder. He's assisted by Skylar Hopp, Peyton Bruder, and Brianna Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce today's starters for your Central Methodist Eagles. Leading off, playing center field, number 14, Kalina Oops. Batting second, playing left field, number 1, Casey Jolly. Batting third, at first base, number 23, Elizabeth Palumbo. Batting cleanup, playing second base, number 16, Madison White. The DP, batting fifth, number 6, Jolie Kreider. At shortstop, batting sixth, number 11, Madison Roberts. Batting seventh and catching, number 15, Lauren Hill. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 8, Carly Robbins. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 9, Daly Garland. And in the circle for the Eagles, number 5, Haley Ferris. Your Eagles, led by head coach Pat Reardon. He's assisted by Gene Reardon, Addison Reardon, Morgan Wilson, and Madison Zaccardo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remove your hats for a prayer to be followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes and ask that you protect them from injury and harm, and help us to honor you in all that we do, on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Athletics celebration. To view the complete schedule for weekend festivities, please visit www.centralalumnievents.com. Thank support of Eagle Athletics.
Shout out to our PA announcer, Gary Linhart, for everything that he does behind the mic. He does basketball, baseball, softball. He announces everybody for us, and he is great at it. All right, so let's set the defense for the CMU Eagles today. On the mound, we have Haley Ferris. Behind the plate, we have number 15, Lauren Hill. At first base, we have number 23, Liz Palumbo. At second, we have number 16, Madison White. Over at third base today, we have number 9, Daly Garland. At shortstop, we have number 11, Madison Roberts. And then in the outfield and left, we have number 1, Casey Jolly. In center, we have number 14, Kalina Oots. And in right field, we have number 8, Carly Robbins. And then our DH for today is Jolie Kreider. All right. Leading off for the Mustangs. First pitch is just a little high. Fouls that one off into the net over to the left. Right now, Mount Mercy has number 18, Ashley Smith, up at the plate. Just a little bit outside. Making the count even at 2-2. Two pitch. Just a little bit off the mark, low and outside. Smith has a full count. Ferris kicks off that inning with their first strikeout. Now up to the plate is number 10, Sam Lee. First pitch to Lee. Just a little bit low. There's a called strike there. Ferris has an even count here with their second strikeout of the day. Caught that corner of the plate. Yeah, the flag out there in the outfield. It's kind of cool. Yeah, we have a pretty good student section normally that's out there in the outfield. A little pop up. Liz is going to get underneath it for the third out of the inning. All right. No runs, no hits, no errors. Let's go ahead and set the defense for Mount Mercy. And again, overlay up so you can see it with your eyeballs while I talk about it. On the mound, they have, I'm trying to see her first name. It's around here somewhere. Callie Minger. Behind the plate, they have another Callie, Janik, it looks like. At first base, we have number 14, Raquel Trullet. I apologize for the pronunciation. I didn't look at the guy to give it to our PA guy, thinking he'd use it more than I would. At second base, they have number 43, Keely Oltowski. At third base, they have Abby Smith. At shortstop, they have Annika Headington. In left field, it is going to be Natalie Tecklenburg. In center, it's going to be Sam Lee. And in right field, it's going to be Ashley Smith. All right, we have Miss Kalina Oots coming up to the plate for CMU first, our leadoff hitter. Called strike. Little blooper over to the shortstop. Looks like she didn't quite beat it out. But that one was a closer one. All right, number one, Casey Jolly up to bat now. First pitch called. Jolly behind in the count now, 0-2. Ball outside. Jolly's going to have to battle back here after being behind to start their at-bat. A little blooper over to the first baseman, and second base gets over there to take the throw. Liz Palumbo comes up to plate with 2 outs. First pitch was a ball, just a little bit out low and outside, it looks like on our camera. Ooh, the liner right back to the pitcher, but the second baseman picks it up over there for the third out. All right. For that inning, we had no runs, no hits, no errors from either side, and we're going to go to the top of the second. But first, we're going to take a quick break, run you a little commercial, and we'll be right back. Leading off for the Mustangs is number 13, Keely Wolotowski. I believe she is the second baseman. First pitch. Just a little high. Called strike. Oops. Ferris quickly gets ahead in the count with a 1-2. And just a little bit outside, making the count even, 2-2. That one was close. Just missed that outside corner of the plate. A full count. Hard hit ball over there to Madison Roberts and just barely didn't get the throw over in time. Up to the plate now is number 13, Allie Polston, I believe, for the Mustangs. Ferris quickly ahead in the count with an 0-2. That is Ferris's third strikeout of the day. Ferris is a senior out of Camdenton, Missouri, I believe. Robbins grabbed that. Fly ball out by the fence, giving CMU out number 2 of the inning, and keeping number 13 for the Mustangs on first base. Madison White picks up that grounder, throws it over to Liz Palumbo for the third out of that inning. Keeping the Mustangs off the scoreboard, but the Mustangs were able to get one hit off of Ferris that inning. Leading off this inning is Madison White. She's our second baseman today. First hit down the third base line. For the first out.
Now batting, designated player number 6, Joey Ryder.
All right. We have number 6, Jolie Kreider, up at the plate now. She's our DP today. Normally, she had been at third base quite a bit, but she's transitioning into that DP position now, at least the last couple home games. First pitch was a strike. Kreider's behind in the count now, 0-2. Kreider lines that one. It looked like it was going to go foul, but the left fielder got over and snagged that one. Number 2, Natalie Tecklenburg for the Mustangs. Track that one down. Now up to the plate is number 11, Madison Roberts. First pitch was a called strike. Line that one down the first base side, but it was just a little bit foul. Putting Roberts at 0-2 in the count. Minger has the advantage here, being ahead in the count. Little blooper to the third baseman. Almost beat that one out, but not quite. 3 up, 3 down. Still no score. We are going into the top of the third. I'm going to put up an overview. CMU had no runs, no hits, no errors, and the Mustangs had no runs, 1 hit, and no errors also. All right, we'll take a quick break. Throw you up a commercial. Leading off in third is the third baseman, Abby Smith. First pitch is a little high. High pop up. Madison White gets underneath it for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, number 14, Raquel Collier.
First pitch. 1-0 in the count. Up at the plate now is number 14, Raquel Trolliette. She is playing first base today for the Mustangs. She offered a bunt that time, making a count 1-2. Ferris quickly with the advantage here. That ball just outside, looking for the batter to chase it. Fouled that one off. Yeah, it is 2-2. Looks like our scoreboard here doesn't. It was only 1 and 2, but it is 2-2. Ferris gets her to swing on that one, recording her 4th strikeout of today.
Top of the order for the Mustangs, right fielder number 18, Ashley Smith.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Mustangs, number 18, Ashley Smith. First pitch to her was a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Flies outside of the fence, over the Mustangs dugout. Counts 1-1. Lines out into Garland over at third, who picks it up easily and throws it over to Palumbo for that 3rd out.
Mustangs go in order. Here in the top of the 3rd, we go to the bottom of the inning. Your score.
Mustangs had no runs, no hits, no errors yet for this inning. Number 38 on the mound for the Mustangs. Kelly Minger is a senior as well, so we have 2 seniors opposing each other on the mound. Minger is from Anamosa, Iowa. Leading off this inning for CMU is number 15, Lauren Hill. First pitch, called strike. Ball just a little low, 1-1. The hard hit ball at the center field, but it is tracked down by the Mustangs for out number 1. Now up number 8, Carly Robbins. She's playing right field today. First pitch, called strike. Ball just a little bit inside, making Robbins jump out of the box. Looked a little scared to get hit by it, but that's okay. The 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. That one is just a little bit foul. Right outside the line, out by the right fielder. Little blooper to the third baseman. Picks it up, throws it over to number 14, Raquel Charliette at first for out number 2. Now up to bat is our third baseman for CMU, Daly Garland. First pitch, little low. Called strike. That one really just kind of snagged that outside corner, and she didn't want to chase it. The 1-1. High ball. Two and one. Fouled that one back behind. Counts even 2-2 with 2 outs. Ball high. Full count here for Garland. Has an opportunity to get our first base runner of the day. She puts that one right between the third and the shortstop. The first hit of the game for CMU. Now up to bat is number 14, Kalina Oots, our leadoff batter. First pitch to Kalina. Fouled off. Right at the Mustangs dugout. Called strike. The 0-2 is fouled back. Looks like we're having a little conference here. Gives Kalina an opportunity to take that deep breath and go talk to head coach Pat Reardon over on the third base side. A little low and outside. Little blooper towards the third baseman right outside the line. Count 1-2. And she beat it out. Shortstop picked it up. Didn't bobble it or anything, but Kalina turned on her wheels and beat out that throw. Now up at the plate is number 1, Casey Jolly. Our first opportunity to get on the board today with Daly Garland at second and now Kalina at first. First pitch, fouled right back. The 0-1. Called strike. Looked like it was going to be a little high, but not quite. 0-2 on Jolly. She fouls that one off. That one was high, just outside of the foul line. The left fielder almost had it, but just looked like it went right through her arm and her body, right past her, and fell. Giving Jolly another life, another chance at the plate. Jolly is fighting to stay in this count. Another hard hit. This one right to the first baseman, just picks it up. Jolly tries to avoid that tag, but can't quite get out of it. All right. All right. CMU gets on the board with 2 hits that inning. So no runs, 2 hits, and no errors for CMU, and no runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Mount Mercy. I'm going to take a quick break here on the Heart Conference Network.
Bales takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
First pitch. Casey Jolly comes into the infield and grabs that one. For the first out of the inning. Now up to the plate is number 11, Callie Janik. She is the catcher for the Mustangs today. First pitch hit for her too, out to center field, and Kalena tracks that one down for out number 2. Now batting for the Mustangs is their second baseman, number 43, Callie Oltatolski. I started over that one again, but all right. Second pitch to her, called strike. 1-1 in the count. Swinging strike. Ferris takes the advantage of the count here with a 1-2. That one just missed in the outside corner. Count even, 2-2 with 2 outs. She swung at that, but they're going to throw it down to first and get that third out. All right, still no score, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. We are at 3, 4, and 5 in our lineup for CMU. Leading off this inning is number 23, Liz Palumbo. Liz is our first baseman today. First pitch was just a little high. The 1-0. Called strike. Ball looked like it spun up a little bit. Probably thought it was going to be a little below the strike zone. It is 2-1, yes. The 2-1 pitch. Liz just a little behind, not behind, but ahead of that one. With an even count now, 2-2.
Should be 3 balls.
Ball 3. A liner up the middle. Gets Liz on base with no outs. Up to the plate now is number 16, Madison White. Perfect opportunity for her to move Liz over, get her in scoring position with no outs. First pitch high. The 1-0. She fouls that one off. 1-1. It's a high fly ball. Center fielder gets her glove on it, but doesn't quite get a hold of it. Like I said, perfect opportunity for Madison White to put the bat on the ball and get us in scoring position. Now up is number 6, Jolie Kreider, designated hitter for the day. Runners on second and third. First pitch fouled right back. The 0-1. Little grounder over to the second baseman. Picked up for the first out. Now up is shortstop number 11, Madison Roberts. First pitch called strike. Roberts waiting for that opportunity to get a hold of that ball and move those runners in. Right to the shortstop. Number 15, Lauren Hill up. First pitch. Called strike. I didn't get to see where that one went, but I know it went to the right side and was called foul, so. Ball high, 1-2. High fly ball to left field. And she gets under it. The Mustangs hold us scoreless for the bottom of the fourth. But we did put some runs, or not some runs, some hits on the board. Mount Mercy has no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And CMU has no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Still scoreless. But we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Now up for the Mustangs is their designated player, number 13, Poston. First pitch, high and outside. Swinging strike. Make the count even, 1-1.
I could be wrong. He's gonna tell us now. It's either 2-2 or 3-1. Yeah, you're right.
3-1, yeah. The 3-1. Fouled off. Making it a full count. She flies that one out. It's a high fly ball, but it's right to Kalina for the first out of that inning. High ball.
That's fair. I'm just watching and thankful that there's no spots here.
Now at the plate is 0-0 Annika Headington. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. Just a little high. Headington has the advantage here. No strikes on her. She gets to pick what pitch she swings at. The 3-0. Called strike. She Fouls that one off, making it a full count, 3-2. Pennington and Ferris get to battle it out here.
Ooh, that was fair. Oh. Oh, that was a back.
Ball down the line. It was called foul. Our statistician is saying that it was a fair ball, but it was called foul.
That was definitely fair. Oof.
That's okay. Advantage for us, I guess. And Ferris records her 5th strikeout of the day. First pitch. It's called strike for that one. There's number 2, Natalie Tecklenburg, up to the plate now. That one's a high fly ball out to Casey Jolly in left field, who tracks it down and keeps the Mustangs off the board. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score. All right. Leading off this inning for CMU is number 8, Carly Robbins. A little foul ball down the third base line. Oh, 2 pitch. That one's fouled off. Robbins is fighting to stay in the box. Minger with the advantage on the mound. Ball low. The 1-2 pitch. That one low too. A liner through the left side. Carly Robbins gets on base. Now up number 9, Daly Garland. Looking to move Robbins around the bases and hopefully put CMU on the board first. First pitch. Called strike. high fly ball. Tracked down. Oh, dropped by the second baseman. But they're going to get Carly out at second. Now up, number 14, Kalina Oots. This will be her third at-bat of the day. A leadoff hit, little blooper to the center field, right behind second base. It's going to move Garland over to third, and Kalina gets to second. Again, one moment. It was a little blooper behind second base. And then they double. There wasn't any error or anything. Where the second baseman dropped one? Yeah. How is that not an infield fly?
I don't understand the infield fly rule.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it. I don't know what.
That one I've never understood, but I just want to make sure because they didn't put it as an error.
Yeah. Little blooper to the second baseman for out number 2 for CMU. Now up is number 23, Elizabeth Palumbo. 2 outs on the board, but runners in scoring position if Liz can just get a base hit here. It'll put CMU on the board in front of the Mustangs. First pitch was a ball. That one high. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. It's a hard ground ball to the second baseman, but it's picked up with ease. Closing out the inning. All right, we're going to go to the top of the 6th. Still no score. CMU recorded another hit that inning, so no runs, 5 hits, and no errors for CMU, and no runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Mount Marcy. We're going to take a quick break here on the Heart Conference Network.
Bales takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
All right, for the Mustangs, we have the bottom of the lineup, number 36 at the plate now, Abby Smith. First pitch was a little bit wild. Lauren Hill had to chase that one a little bit, but that pitch low, 2-0. That one fouled back. The 2-1. That is a line drive into left center. It's going to lend Smith a double. putting Mount Mercy in scoring position with no outs for this inning. Now up to the plate is going to be, looks like a pinch hitter, number 19, Sarah Hike. I assume she's a junior from Solon, Iowa. I'm going to have a quick little mound visit while they're putting in this pinch hitter. All right. First pitch here. It's going to be a called strike. The 0-1. It's going to be high and outside. That one's fouled right back, and Lauren Hill gets to pick it up off the net. The 1-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball to right field. Robbins lays out for it, but doesn't quite get her glove on it. Ball's picked up by Mount Mercy. Just beats out that throw, getting on the board. That pinch hitter came in and did her job. Now up to the plate for Mount Mercy is going to be, I believe, the top of the lineup, number 18. Yep, Ashley Smith. She's their right fielder. Counts 1-1 on her. Little blooper towards the third baseman, but it goes foul. The 1-2 pitch. Just barely off the mark. Thought it might have snagged that outside corner, but it didn't. 2-2. Just a little bit outside there as well. A full count for Smith. Smith and Ferris get to battle this one out. That one's fouled out of the net towards the Mustangs dugout, but just a little further back, not quite that close. Counts 3-2. A little liner. Just past Maddie Roberts over there towards the second base. By scoring Mount Mercy's second run of the day. with still no outs, and they have another runner on first base. Looks like we're going to have an infield timeout here. Let Ferris. Oh. Yep, pitching change here for CMU. Number 7, Haley Cotter, is coming to the mound. So we're going to take a quick break here on the Heart Conference Network.
Bales takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
What'd you say? On our team? Yeah. Yep. All right, first pitch from Cotter is going to be low. She's up against number 10, Sam Lee, the Mustangs center fielder. Just short of a double play, but they get the runner at second for the first out. It's always good to get that lead runner so that they are not in scoring position. Now up at the plate is number 11, Janik, for the Mustangs. First pitch. This is going to be a called strike. The 0-1. Just outside. 1-1. He calls that one as the second strike. The 1-2 pitch. It's going to be fouled backwards. Janik swings at that one, but Lauren Hill picks it up and tags her just to make sure. Two outs for the Mustangs now. First pitch is a called strike. Cotter gets number 43, Olatowski, to chase that one just a little bit outside. The 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be outside. And they throw down, but it doesn't get there in time. 1-2. Just a little bit outside as well. 2-2. That one is fouled off down the first base line. Count still even at 2-2. Good stop by Lauren Hill back there. Keeping that runner at second. The full count. It's going to be right at Daly Garland over at third base, and she throws it over to Liz Palumbo for the third out. Going to the bottom of the sixth. The Mustangs scored 2 runs that inning. Leading off this inning is number 16, Madison White. First pitch, strike. The 0-1 pitch is going to be strike 2. The ball way outside. Ball 2-2. Menger likes to get ahead in the count and then try and get them to chase it, it looks like, from this game. That pitch just a little high. Full count here for Madison White. She lines that one up the middle, all the way out to the center fielder. Now up is number 6, Jolie Kreider. Last couple innings, CMU's gotten their leadoff hitter on base, but haven't been able to score our runners that are left on second and third. First pitch to Kreider is strike. She flies that one out to right center. And the Mustangs hold Madison White over there at first base. Now up is the shortstop, number 11, 11, Madison Roberts. First pitch to Roberts. She skies that one out to left center, and they're gonna push Madison White in. So that is a double and an RBI for Madison Roberts out there. And Madison White gets to come across the plate. One out and a runner still in scoring position. Is up to the plate now is number 15, Lauren Hill. First pitch, she flies that one out, and it is just short of going over the fence. But that scores Madison Roberts. Keeping the Mustangs even now to CMU 2, the Mustangs 2. And it looks like they're going to have a pinch runner for CMU, number 3, Emily Sheffield. And the Mustangs are having a conference on the mound, so we're going to take a quick break. And I'll be right back. Carly Robbins leads off on her first pitch over to the first baseman, who just picks it up and tags the base. But that does move our runner, Emily Sheffield, over to third base. So even though there are 2 outs, there is a runner in perfect scoring position for number 9, Daly Garland, at the plate. First pitch to her was a ball. That pitch floated right into the strike zone for 1-1 on Garland. The 1-1 pitch is going to be her second called strike. Count 1-2. She slings that one over there into foul territory over the Mustangs dugout. One-two pitch. She's going to foul that one down the right field line. And she gets a hold of that one, sending it to center field, but the center fielder tracks that one down. All right. Going into the top of the 7th, Mount Mercy has 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. And CMU has 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for them. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back on the Heart Conference Network. Leading off for the Mustangs is number 13. Allie Poston. Count 1-1. Little blooper picked up by Daly Garland and thrown over to Liz Palumbo at first for the first out of the inning.
Now batting shortstop, number 0, Annika Pennington.
Looks like our CMU baseball team won their first game against Mount Mercy 3-2. Their second game should start around 3:30, depending on when they finish that first game. At the plate now for the Mustangs is 00. Headington. 1-1 count. And a called strike. The 1-2 pitch. Can be just outside. Even count 2-2. A little foul ball there. The 2-2 pitch is going to be a little grounder over to Maddie Roberts at shortstop. Giving us out 2 of the inning.
Number 2, Natalie Tecklenburg.
Now at the plate for the Mustangs is Natalie Tecklenburg. First pitch. Be just a little bit off the mark. And then a called strike, making the count 1-1. Going just a little bit low, I suppose, for a 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is going to be a high fly ball out to Kalena for out number 3.
3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs. We go to the bottom of the 7th. All tied up at 2.
All right, yeah, 3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs. And CMU comes up to bat, looking to close out the game here. Leading off is the top of our lineup, number 14, Kalena Oots. And she's going to beat that one out.
I did it as a hit.
All right, now up is number 1, Casey Jolly. She shows bunt but pulls it back. The 1-0 pitch is going to be just a little high.
2 balls. Two balls. There you go.
All right, 2 balls and no strikes.
1 strike.
My apologies, 1 strike on Casey Jolly. Casey Jolly gets a hold of that one and sends it right out in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Moving Kalena over to second. And bring in number 23, Liz Palumbo, to the plate. But it looks like Mount Mercy is going to call a timeout here and potentially have a pitching change. Yep, that's what it looks like. Now pitching for the Mustangs is number 45, Megan Stevens. She's a junior from Swisher, Iowa. All right. I'm going to take a quick break here on the conference network while she warms up her arm.
You got a what?
First pitch to Palumbo is going to be a called strike.
Alright, please wait.
The 0-1. She's going to get a hold of that one, but send it backwards into the net. That ball high. 1-2. Still no outs with a runner on first and second. The 1-2 pitch. She's going to get a hold of that one and send it over the right field fence for a 3-run home run for Liz Palumbo. And that is going to end that game for us. All right. Final score, it's going to be 5-2. CMU with the win. They had 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. And Mount Mercy had 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. And we will see you back here in about 30 minutes for Game 2 between CMU and Mount Mercy.